Hello peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries. My name's Russ. We're playing Final Fantasy 16 and it's part 35. Right, we've got all these quests to do, haven't we? Deliver the Star Ruby to Martha. Oh yeah. Right, so we've got to go back to Martha. Map. Let's have a look. Yeah. Come on. There we go. How are we all doing today anyway? I hope you're all well. Having a good day. Had a good day. Or about to have a good day. You know how it goes. Anyway, just hope you're well. So be Crimbo. Crimbo. Mind you, this 2 weeks time it'll all be over and done with. Okay, let's go and see Martha.
Battle's over. I'll have any man who ain't in need of treatment himself come and help you with the wounded.
Oh.
If you could, I'd be in your debt.
Can't do that one. I shouldn't have took those other ones, should I? Ah, bloody hell. Right, we're gonna aid north reaching its dilemma. And use the hunt board to locate the Bomb King. I don't know where that bloody Bomb King thing is. Right, travel. We know it's in Sambronek. Did say, didn't it? I can't remember. Bloody hell. Did I write it down? The Croc. Sambronek. The Croc. Wherever the Croc is. I don't know. Right, first we find Isabel. It said...
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them.
What's that there? Oh, box. Thank you. Some black blood. Just what I needed. Right, we've got to find Isabel. Let's have a look at the local map, shall we? I guess that's it, where we're going. I'm looking to see that croc. See if it's anywhere named around here. No. Baywatch. I haven't brought me cozzy. Nothing called the croc there. Or there. Somewhere down that way. Not been there. But no croc. Right. Okay, let's go through the door.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
Then we're next.
I can't do it. I can't. But you can. You must.
Ooh, hello, Isabel.
Milady.
No.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count. A Kashik, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Prioritize quest. Come on then, up this way.
We could leave. But where? The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion.
Oh, excuse me.
What more would you have us do?
Fight.
I would have you do your duty.
Yep, do
Those
your
at the Vale
duty.
Look to me for protection, and protect them I shall, because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
Well said.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not
Be
if we
the
don't
soldiers
have to.
all about, innit?
Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk.
You don't mean
Let's
dying,
talk about this over a drink, eh?
but
I'm listening.
you do whatever it takes.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly, and sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like
Nice
you to
one,
consider
Clive.
my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Okay.
My family.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Okay, so we know they're out at Moor.
Don't leave me, Paul.
It's all right. Give me your arm.
You're right, love.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
Yeah, we're off to Moor then, I guess.
Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out
Don't know. Oh yeah, we can. I was going to say, I don't know if you can get
It was all
this
they
way.
could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Oh, please don't start doing that again. I don't get it. Right. I mean, I've even got it on a, what do they call them? SSD drive? Rather than a normal hard drive. And it's still not fast enough. Shiny! Sharp fang, just what I wanted. I was only just thinking to myself this morning I could do with a nice sharp fang. Oh, the ether's floating about. Whoa!
I see them. With me.
Let him have it. Go on, Clive.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Holy Christ. Right. Let's go for a limit break. Right. All you've got. Come on. Come on, Clive. Tour go. Oh, these are a bit tougher than the Akashids or whatever they're called.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
I've got some of that magic tash. Was that what I was after? No, bomb ash I'm after, isn't it? I think it said. Oh, it's a shame. Thought I might have killed two birds with one stone then.
You have the town's thanks.
That's
Don't
all right,
thank
love.
us yet. There will be more.
Do you want to take this stone off me and save me coming back later?
And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady.
Yes,
The garrison
lady.
will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Oh, he's a sweet talking bugger, isn't he?
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Do. No, it's not magic tash I need, is it? Right. Where's this bloody bomb king then? Things I don't want to go all the way back to the bloody hunt board. Dalamil. Off we go. Okay. Where is he? Here he is. Luba.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
A lot more comfy in bed as well.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh. We're not fighting.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Let's talk with Victor then. Tough dilemma.
Sid.
Buy more food or hire mercenaries.
What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. These accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our
Okay.
sakes.
Come on, let's go and kill something. Speak with Lubor.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do?
We'll take out the bandits.
Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
And what are we going to do?
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Oh, Jill. Oh, shit. Well, the thing is, they're going to die of starvation, aren't they? So I think I will go to Natalie. Which one's Natalie? Is it this one?
My shop. Why would anyone do
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but
Here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance,
Come
I
on.
sense Conrad is not
Too
wrong
much
in his
chat.
assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
I got it mixed up,
But you
didn't
needn't have gone through this
I? I did the
charade.
right thing. That's what I wanted to do, but I thought it was her who wanted to buy food.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not
Oh,
workmanlike.
oh, excuse
She saw
me.
right through it.
It's all that
I
chat,
didn't
it's
say it was
boring.
good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Right. Good. Oh, I see. We're
Mummy.
making them both doubt. I got it.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Right, done it.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Right, speak with Victor. Still don't know where this bloody Bomb King is, do we?
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak.
Right, we'll go out and stop
All of
them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
Okay, let's go.
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, all right, whatever. Come on.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Right, come on then. Let's go and do some fight. I get impatient, sorry, too much chat. Oh. Right, let's go.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
Come on, Clive. Here we go. This will whittle him down.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Where's the big one? Come on, Molly's down. Give me break. Come on. Finish him off. And stop. Ooh, 800.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Well, it looks like they succeeded.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
But poor Clive. Oh, bless.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all
And
that
we
matters.
will never be
As for
divided.
you, Sid,
If the kids
you fight
are united,
considerably better than you
they
act.
will never be
I'll
divided.
take that as a compliment.
Sham 69, 1979, I think it was. Right, are you going to take this stone off my hand?
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and
I've
put
got
ourselves
to
mind
travel
at rest.
to Otto. Oh, bloody hell. Right. Okay, Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
It's the way the game's programmed.
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for Mother Crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Hey, Joshua, Joshua.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Oh, more talking.
I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since.
So who rescued you?
Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Because you're a vessel, you can take on them all. Take on all the icons, can't you, I guess?
I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
Yeah,
Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew.
You can't become a baddie, can it? Because who's ever heard of a baddie called Clive? Run for your lives. Clive's coming. No, don't work, does it?
If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
So I'm not going to get the... I don't like quests that aren't completed. Oh.
Well, what's the short of it?
Taya told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Nope, those... now they're open now. I shall go and get those ones done. Deliver the Star Ruby to Martha. Map. No, we can't do it yet. Oh, bugger. What else we got then? Let's just get these ones.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oh, I was just wondering what that one is up there. It's the Bomb King, isn't it?
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. You remember Ivan's stew?
Yeah, all right.
So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed master.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if...
Okay.
I've never been one to play favourites, so...
Right.
What's on the...
A fried mortress of skyworm. This recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only...
Come on, what do you want me to get?
Skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Wow. That's a question for kindly old fella who haunts the chef.
Fine. I'll go, and if you...
You do.
Right, come on. Speak to Hippocrates. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. I'm not going into the big battle, because I ain't got time. I'll get the little quest done.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Hippocrates.
Valisthea, the young man, did a wonderful job with the child.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icons. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite.
Okay, so we're going to Northreach for that one. They're not locked. Mind you, we can't travel to Northreach yet. What's this one?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to, which almost certainly means they had everything to do with.
Right, allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would like. They were in the atrium when I last...
Right, let's go and get this one done.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye, all their fancy silk stained red.
No, not here. Hang on, we've got some missives. Humble request. Apologise for a sudden untoward gesture. Circumstances forced me to seek immediate aid. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend the needs of the manor. Okay.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Yeah, he just said.
How would he be at Martha's Rest?
Right. Okay, we can't prioritise it. Wall of Memories. Guardian Scarf. Right, where's this bloody atrium then? She's still there, look.
What do you reckon we should do?
They broke it.
Sid!
Got a brew.
Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
She has got a
work
point.
Is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
That's why you should
The
make
taking apart
notes.
was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Which part will you inspect? The arm? Well, do the arm first.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold the
Hold
baskets.
things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
The pans?
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
No, it wouldn't.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You should have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the part,
I think we've got it.
Go on.
then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
What about the gear?
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hares.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
No, you've missed
With
a
a
bit.
little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Right, walk back to Sheila.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war,
Yeah.
it was a bitter pill.
Could understand that.
But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
You've given them far more than that.
Go on then. Done. That's where we're going to finish for today. Leveled up. Next time we can just have a look at the map. Nope, we can't travel anywhere yet. We've just got to crack on with the main storyline. Right, peeps, whatever you're up to today, have a fantastic day, and as always, stay safe everybody, and tomorrow we're off to crack on with the main quest again. Right, until then, I'll see you.